So the first thing that we're going to talk about today, it was a heavily requested story over on the text line, and that is that Chappell Roan has found herself in a big controversy, and her comments have been dividing the internet. Right? We've talked about her meteoric rise to superstardom this year, and even before this, she's made it clear that she finds some aspects of all of this to be overwhelming. But among other things, she's already had to deal with stalkers and things like that. But on TikTok yesterday, she really called out fans posting videos saying,
I need you to answer questions. Just answer my questions for a second. If you saw a random woman on the street, would you yell at her from the car window? Would you harass her in public? Would you go up to a random lady and say, can I get a photo with you? And she's like, no, what the f-? And then you get mad at this random lady? Would you be offended if she says no to your time because she has her own time? Would you stalk her family? I'm a random bitch. You're a random bitch.
Right, and also asking if you would dissect a random person's life online and then bully them or assume things about them. They're then following that up with another video saying she doesn't care if there's this notion that harassment or stalking just comes with fame.
That does not make it okay. That doesn't make it normal. It doesn't mean I want it. It doesn't mean that I like it. I don't want whatever the f you think you're supposed to be entitled to whenever you see a celebrity. I don't give a f if you think it's selfish of me to say no for a photo or for your time or for a hug. That's not normal. That's weird.
With Chappell then adding that she finds it weird how people feel like they know her just because they listen to her music or they've seen her online, and closing by saying,
I'm allowed to say no to creepy behavior. Okay.
And that, it's really split a lot of people. Some fully on her side, writing things like, I think celebrities should clap back more often, actually. It's become weirdly normalized for fans to think they're entitled to every detail of their faves' personal lives or are owed the privilege to dictate their lives purely because they support their career. It's fucked. And there is something so wonderful about newer pop stars rising and actually calling out the heinous behavior that has been tolerated for decades. Setting boundaries is okay. But for others, it really rubbed them the wrong way, with people saying things like, oh Jesus, she is not cut out to be famous. Goodbye, Chappell. And she's acting like she got battery acid splashed on her in public because a teenage girl asked to take a selfie with her. But then others, they're kind of torn, right? Saying that harassment is not okay, obviously, but at the same time, she just isn't a random person anymore. And people saying things like, she's right, she has every right to say no, but asking for a picture or a hug respectfully isn't creepy behavior. As well as she's totally not obligated to do anything, but putting asking for a photo and stalking someone on the same level is not serving. By claiming that, of course, celebrities can decline photo requests or set boundaries, but also if you can't be grateful for the support fans want to give you, choose a different career, right? And so clearly that has spawned a massive debate. And this also notably coming as she was already making headlines this week for discussing fame and how it impacts her, right? Because she was just interviewed by Bo and Yang for Interview Magazine, and of her newfound success, she actually said she does not even care about the charts because they are fleeting and everyone who's on the charts leaves them at some point. But they're also frequently talking about the specific pressures that come with being a queer artist, explaining it's been really emotional because I'm not just singing pop music, it's automatically political because I'm gay. Right, so clearly there's a lot of talk here. There's a lot to balance out. I mean, if you're familiar with her or you're looking into it, she's already said that she wants to pump the brakes on her fame, with a big part of it being that it's just happening too hard, too fast, which is also why you have some people saying it's hard to put themselves in her shoes, thinking that it must be insane to have such a quiet music career for so long and then just blow up seemingly overnight, saying it must be impossible to process. With all this, I'm interested, which camp do you think that you land in here?